Hi, this is Mr. Glenn. This is day 4 of your castle project. As you can see, this is what we have so far. If yours is not colored at all, that's fine. Remember, I colored some of my objects here so you can see them a little bit better. I have the moat, I have the interior building, and I did all the crenellations or the little outcroppings of little blocks here. So today, we're doing 2 steps. First off, we are making something called spires. Those are little pointy little cones on the top of castles, and then we're also doing flags. For this assignment, you must do 2 flags and 2 cones or spires. So this is how you make a spire. This is probably the toughest thing that you're going to do. So I'm going to make 2 of them here. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the top of one of your towers, and you can see this one's up slightly above the actual base of it. That's totally fine. We're going to go to the circle tool. Click on it. Try to find the center as best you can. And there you go. Okay, then you're going to go to the line tool or the pencil tool. You're going to click there. And watch this. It takes you directly to the middle. We're going to go for a little bit of a side view. Let me go ahead and pull this down a little bit so we can have a higher spire. Let's go back to the pencil tool. Okay, so you see the dot in the center. This is very important that's in the center. You're simply going to hold down your mouse button or your pad of your Chromebook and make sure that this is on the blue axis. Okay, you let go, then you click down to the line circle that you just made, and then you connect the base. So when you're done, it isn't a perfect triangle, or not necessarily a perfect triangle, but a triangle. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. Watch carefully, please. We are going to go to push pull, and you're not going to do push pull this. You're going to go to the second one down, which says follow me. Remember, follow me. We click it. Now, this doesn't always work the first time, so just make sure your angle is good, and you're going to go to the bottom corner here. You're going to click on it and make a circle going around. And you can see right there, it's perfect. Okay, sometimes it always doesn't turn out like that. You can see it's slightly off center. So all I'm going to do is take this, select it, and then go to the move key and just push it over slightly. So it's in the center of the circle. So it's a little bit off still, but it's really close. Let me move in just a little bit. And try to center this as best you can. That's pretty close to being perfect. Okay, let's make one more of these. And I'm going to try to mess up a little bit on purpose so you can see what kind of happens. I made that look really easy, and it's absolutely not easy. So let's do a push-pull. We're going to bring this top up here. Okay. Now, last time I did a circle, we can do the offset tool also, which is the bottom one. Make an offset, and then you don't have to recenter it later. So either make a circle, but let me think something real quick. Let me see if this occurs. Oh, I know why. So the reason why we can't do offset is watch what happens. I cannot find the center point there. So let me go back one step, and we'll put a circle back in. So try to find the center as best you can. We can always move it a little bit later. It's almost perfect. It's a little bit off. Okay, so there is our tower. I'm sorry, there's our circle. Okay, then we're going to go to our pencil tool. Watch carefully. Click on it. And look, the dot comes up for center. Change your angle. You see that second one? It turned pink. I believe it's because right now they're exactly the same size. Nope, it's not. Okay, look what happened. The line went crooked. If that happens, simply go back a step. Try it again. Oh, I know why. It has to be on the blue axis. Okay. It's pretty close to being the same height or so. It's hard to tell because they're different heights. Okay, now with the pencil tool, we have the line coming straight down there. Go to your end of your circle. Remember, don't go the outside one. Go the inside one. Click, go to the center, and we have another triangle. Okay, watch carefully. We are going to go to the follow me tool, which is below the push pull. We click it. Now I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to show you this. Okay, look, that's almost perfect, but it's not quite perfect. Let's try it again. Remember to only select the triangle. It's really easy to select the circle below it. Okay, let's go more towards the edge here. We kind of spin it around like this. And look, if I go up here, it gets messed up. But if I'm at the base right here, it's perfect. Okay, that's how you do the spire. All right, so we have two spires exactly the same height. And then I'm going to do a little bit of push-pull right here to bring this down. And see what happened here, guys? Because I put these lines in, look what happened. So what I'm going to do is erase the lines. I'll make it a little bit easier for me to do in the future. These all have to be the same height, though. And let me erase the lines. This will make my job easier later. Okay, see what happened there? They were not the same height. Let me go back a step. Go back to push-pull. And slightly below. Let's try it now. Could happen again. And it did happen again. All right, that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. So you can see there's a hole cut out here. That is not good. So let me go inside here and then look up. Go inside here. I'm gonna push pull this down a little bit. Oh, I can't push pull that. All right, so we have our spire now done, and we have there. You can see they're different heights. Let's change the heights of it a little bit. Let's take this one and bring it down to match the other one, and then bring this one down here. Oh, it's interesting how that happened. Let's change this by doing it this way. Oh, look, see, it's connected there. Okay. All right. All right, now that we have our two spires, we can actually select the second one and move it over if we want, but for right now, we're gonna leave it the way it is. And now let's do some flags. So you have to put two flags somewhere. You can put them on the edges of the castle, on the interior of the castle. What I am going to do is I'm going to place one in the center of this one. So let me move this a little bit more towards the center. And then all I'm doing is grabbing the circle tool, and I'm making a very small circle. Okay, and then I'm doing the push-pull. And you can see this pole is kind of large. So let me go ahead and go back a step. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer, and I'll make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so I think that's a little bit better size. And remember, all I did to do that was to zoom in. And I'm going to go back to push-pull. As you can see, it's not. I'm kind of in the wrong spot here, so let me move over a little bit. Remember just to grab the top. Okay, let's go with side view. That looks pretty good. Now the next part is pretty simple. Let me move this more in the center. Is we're going to put a flag on this. Now remember, this is three-dimensional. So let's try to get a little bit even. Then we're simply going to take our line tool, put it on edge, bring a line out, come over here and do the same thing. Okay, so that turned out pretty well. Okay, there's your flag. And what you can do is this and connect it there. And you have your flag once we color, and we'll do one more flag on this side over here. You could always copy it, but I'm simply going to redraw it so you can see it again. So we're zooming in. Then we're doing a push-pull. Try to make sure they're about the same size if you can. Let's bring this down. And let's bring this up with a push-pull. Okay, it's still a little bit too short. Let's check the back view out here. It's a little bit too short still. That's pretty close to being the same height. Maybe it's a little bit too tall now. All right, let's do the same thing with the flag. So we're gonna go to our pencil and we're gonna make a flag, connect it to the side. If I put it in the middle here, it's gonna look a little awkward, so make sure you go all the way to the edge on the side. Okay, and those look pretty identical. Maybe it's a little higher, I can always do a push-pull. So when you're done with the lesson today, you have everything done in the castle that I have here, except obviously being colored. And I have the 2 spires, and then I have the 2 flags also. All right, so you look at this flag right here. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. As long as it's pretty close, we're gonna use it. Okay, that is the end of the 4th day of the castle.